Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Music Around the World Polka Spotlight. Thank you so much for inviting us into your homes today.
Yes, we're excited about today's show because you get to hear so many of your favorite songs, like Moonlight Serenade and You Light Up My Life.
Oh, wonderful tunes. And here to perform those great tunes, let's welcome the Cerar Orchestra.
And we'll take just a brief moment and introduce the members of the band. First up, playing flugelhorn and trumpet, let's welcome Jeff Radoy. Next up on tenor saxophone and alto saxophone, let's welcome Ian Decker. Next up on drums, let's welcome Kerry Johnson. And lastly on accordion, keyboard, and vocals, let's hear it for the one and only Cerar.
And before we get to our next song, we have a quick shout out going to Betty Mishi, who is celebrating her 93rd birthday on May 13th. Happy birthday, Betty. And the next song is a great waltz called My Precious Angel. Let's dance.
1, 2. Precious angel, love of my life, has brought me to you, good as my wife. Heaven smiled down as a new love became. We joined hands together, then you took my name. My darling angel, you made me complete. With joy that our life shared, it just can't be beat. The honor we share is to have and to hold, supporting each other as our lives unfold. When we met, it became so clear to me. At your side is where I wanted to be. New love and reverence, all has come true. Our dreams are fulfilled by life born anew. When our hair lightens and our eyes grow dim, contentment's together, for our lives have been. Thrilled with the love held through work and rest, my sweet precious angel, our lives have been blessed. Living loveful, life can't complain. Days filled with sunshine will follow the rain. When our days on the earth to come to end, without regretting, I'll thank you again. My precious angel, true love of my life, I tasted the sweet rays of heaven on the day you became my wife.
Well, if you'd like to send an email in to get a dedication on the air, you could send it to the email address on the screen.
Yes, we want to give a shout out to all the fine cities that air our show: Bismarck, Jamestown, Fargo in North Dakota, as well as Cold Spring, Hutchinson, Moorhead, Sauk Center, Melrose, Brandon, Wilmer. Kind of like that song, I've Been Everywhere. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And all the way out to East Lyme, Connecticut. So thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, and the next song is the most popular version of the song is by Debbie Boone, the daughter of Pat Boone, from 1977. It's called You Light Up My Life. Here we go.
So many dreams, I'd sit by my window, waiting for someone to sing me his song. So many dreams I keep deep inside me, alone in the dark. Now you've come along, and you light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. You light up my days and fill my nights with song. Rolling at sea, drift on the waters. Could it be finally I'm turning for home? Finally a chance to say, hey, I love you. Never again to be all alone. And you light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. You light up light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. You light up my days and fill my nights with song. It can't be wrong when it feels so right. 'Cause you light up my life.
Lovely, lovely. All right, I got two quick jokes here. I'm probably going to get the hook for these, but this is from the Dad Joke Face-Off game. And it says, I recently lost my job at the calendar factory.
How'd you do that?
I took too many days off. Next one. The doctor asked me if I'm all right. I mentioned I'm actually half left. Oh my goodness, these are groaners. Okay.
Well, we're going to liven it up with a Polish-style polka. It's called Polka with Me.
2, 3. One, two, three, won't you polka with me? I'll change that sad look to a smile. 4, 5, 6, a polka can fix a broken heart in just a little while. 7, 8, 9, gonna have a good time, dancing the whole evening through. I like to spend the rest of my life dancing the polka with you. Hey! One, two, three, won't you polka with me? I'll change that sad look to a smile. 4, 5, 6, a polka can fix a broken heart in just a little while. And 7, 8, 9, gonna have a good time, dancing the whole evening through. I'd like to spend the rest of my life dancing the polka with you. Hey! I'd like to spend the rest of my life dancing the polka with you.
All right, a Polish-style polka.
Yes, and I've got, in honor of Memorial Day this month, month of May, we want to give two quotes to our veterans that I've heard. One is, the best way to honor veterans is to live lives worthy of their sacrifice. So through your words, your deeds, your actions, to live lives worthy of their sacrifices. And also, all gave some, and some gave all. So thank you to all those who have served.
Yes, and the next song is a Glenn Miller tune. It's a theme song from 1939. You'll all remember this, Moonlight Serenade.
Ooh, lovely. Beautiful. Excellent.
Well, if you'd like to send in a dedication, you can call the phone number on the screen, and we'll try to get that on the air within a few weeks.
And we want to give a big shout out to all of our viewers at various facilities such as the Waters in Plymouth, St. Therese in New Hope, Lexington Healthcare in St. Paul, Carefree of Burnsville, Knollwood Place Apartments, and St. Louis Park, and the list goes on and on. Thank you so much for tuning in. And folks, if you want to give a request to your activities coordinator, say, we want the Rod Cerar Orchestra to come and play for us. So.
That's right.
There you go.
And the next great waltz is the world's, it says here, the world's longest introduction.
It's a long introduction.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. It's called the Wind Song. Here we go. What a beautiful song.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
it was the longest introduction.
Very good. All right, greetings going out to Arnie Scow from Ginny Altman. Arnie watches Polka Spotlight every day, and we also want to give a shout out to Phil Zimmerman and Ted Ringberg and Doris Lazarski. We want you back here, folks.
And also to Lane and Kurt at Rose Point Senior Living. They are avid watchers of the show.
Okay, here's a fun one. This is from Dion from 1961, Run Around Sue.
Here's my story, it's sad but true. It's about a girl that I once knew. She took my love, then ran around with every single guy in town. Hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, oh yeah, oh, hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, yeah. Should've known it from the very start. Girl would leave me with a broken heart. Now listen, people, what I'm telling you. I keep away from Runaround Sue. Work my victim with a smile on her face, touch of her hand and her warm embrace. So if you don't wanna cry like I do, I keep away from Runaround Sue. Oh hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, yeah. She likes to travel around. She loves you and she'll put you down. Now people look you wise. She goes out with other guys. Here's a moral of the story from the guy who knows. I fell in love and my love still grows. Ask any fool that she ever knew, they'll say, keep away from Runaround Sue, oh yeah. Travel around. She loves you and she'll put you down. Now people, if you put you wise, she goes out with other guys. Here's the moral of the story from the guy who knows. I fell in love and my love still grows. Ask any fool that she ever knew to say, keep away from Runaround Sue, oh yeah. Hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, whoa, 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 hey, yeah. Alrighty.
That is such a good swing tune. Thank you. Wonderful.
What a
Love
fun
that one.
song.
All right. Well, folks, we come to the point in our show where we need to give a shout out to all the folks who help us out each and every time. We could not do this alone. So first up on, sound technician, let's give it up for Scott Burdett. Thank you, Scott. And to our director, Marcia Patton. Thank you, Marcia. And on graphics and audiovisual support, put your hands together for Kevin Vandenberg. And our camera crew, first up, we have Danny Connor Smith. Thank you, Danny. Yes. Also on camera, put your hands together for Larry Hoppia. And also on camera, give it up for Karen Wood. Yay! And many thanks to our lighting guy, Adam Estrom.
Yes, and now back to the fun and the music with another Polish-style polka. It's called Leftover Me. Here we go.
2, 3. leftover ham, leftover gravy in an old frying pan, leftover coffee, leftover tea. Now I'm all alone 'cause she done left over me. I asked my wife if I could go out with the boys, just a little party over at Jimmy Roy's. She said, yes, honey, you know that I don't care. What I didn't tell her, it was a 3-day affair. Leftover biscuits, leftover ham, leftover gravy in an old frying pan, leftover coffee, leftover tea. Now I'm all alone 'cause they done left over me. Oh yeah! Went to a party at my neighbor's home. Me and the neighbor's wife in the kitchen all alone. She was making biscuits while I was making time. Caught in the act by that little wife of mine. Oh, leftover biscuits, leftover ham, leftover gravy in an old frying pan, leftover coffee, leftover tea. Now I'm all alone 'cause she done left over me. Oh yeah!
All right.
Well, we'd like to send out a birthday wish to David Schmidt of South Minneapolis, celebrating his 70th birthday. He was on the show Dancing with Jeannie, and now it's 70 years for him.
That's right. Also, birthday wishes to Doris Heyer. I think I'm pronouncing it Heuer, Heyer. Karen's mom, who will turn 97 in 2 weeks. Congratulations.
Yes. Well, what do you get when you pamper a cow?
What do you get when you pamper a cow? I have no idea.
Spoiled milk.
Oh, that's good. I like that one.
All right. Well, if you can mail in your dedication to the address on the screen, we'll try to get that on the air within a few weeks. It's CCX at 6900 Winnetka Avenue in Brooklyn Park. And the next song is called Swingin'. It's a country tune released in 1983 by John Anderson. Here we go.
2, 3, 4. Well, there's a little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is Charlotte Johnson, and she's looking really good. I had to go and see her, so I called her on the phone. Walked over to her house, and this was going on. Her brother's in the sofa, eating chocolate pie. Her mom was in the kitchen, cooking up to 5. Daddy's in the backyard, rolling up the garden hose. I was on the porch with Charlotte, then love down to my toes, just a swinging. Yes, we were swinging. Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sing. Can't believe I'm out here on the front porch in this swing, just a swinging. Little Charlotte, she's the darling, she's the apple of my eye. When I'm out here on the swing, she almost makes me high. Charlotte is my lover, she has been since the spring. I can't believe it started in the front porch on this swing, just a swinging. Yes, we were swinging. Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sing. I can't believe I'm out here on the front porch in this swing, just a swinging. Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sing. I can't believe I'm out here on the front porch in this swing, just a swinging. Just a swinging. Just a swinging.
That was great. Really good job there on the vocals. Wow, we're going to take a moment and talk to Rod about the band a little bit. And I was just reading through your biography, and you really had started at an early age here. It says he started when he was 7, and he had his first wedding gig when he was 13.
13, yeah.
So he had a polka band at 13. You know, think about what you were doing when you were 13.
Playing polkas.
I was
You
riding.
probably were dancing polkas when you were 13.
I
weren't
was
you?
riding my Stingray bike and not thinking about starting a polka band by any means. And that's amazing. And so you would just went around the neighborhood and found guys that played other instruments, or how did you
More
do
or
that?
less, yeah.
And you were in Crosby at the time?
At the time, that's where I was kind of raised, yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
And in addition to, while you were playing polkas, was it rock music too, or no?
Not so much,
No?
but back then polkas were much bigger than they are now today.
Oh.
And I
So-
was teaching too. I had one time 75 students.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, oh my gosh, all on the accordion. We sold more accordions than you can count. And then Elvis Presley came along, and then everybody had to have a guitar.
Oh.
You know how that goes, right?
So the
Yeah.
accordions went into the closet?
Well,
and
kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yeah?
Except mine. I kept it.
You kept it. You were smart.
Yeah.
Yes. And tell me about when, what was that like when Elvis came? I mean, was it all of a sudden people were saying, can you play Elvis on your accordion?
Well, it was a slow transition because it wasn't just Elvis. Pretty soon, of course, the Beatles were along too and all that. So it took a while, but
Yeah.
you know, times always change.
Yeah. And when you played your first gig, do you remember that one? Was it at a
gosh.
VFW hall or something like that?
No,
or
I don't even recall where it was.
so it was a long time,
It
yeah.
was- yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, and Rod, everybody knows Tony Jamber. Well, he was partners with Tony Jamber,
Yeah,
owner of the Coliseum Ballroom in
On Lake
Minneapolis.
Street, yes.
Yeah,
we were.
and they had, it says here, 200 gigs a year at the Coliseum, or roughly?
Oh no, all over the place.
Oh, all over.
All over the upper Midwest. You know, yeah, we were busy.
That's
yes.
like every other
And he-
day. I mean,
Well,
or
yes,
or more.
And he had a day job, and I did too.
Oh.
So it wasn't a lot of sleeping back in those days.
Yeah, and do you remember anything that sticks out in your mind, you and Tony, out fishing somewhere or doing something other than related to running the ballroom?
Well, no, actually not so much because the music business was his life, and it was obviously mine too.
Yeah.
I do remember though, we had a broken window one time. In fact, up on the second floor where we were at, you know, of course. So we went to the hardware store and bought a big pane of glass to repair the window, and got it all the way back up there. Of course, out of the ballroom, and then we dropped it and we broke that one, so we had to go back and get another one. So we just laughed about it, and then we had a beer afterwards. So that was okay.
It kind of reminds me of that Laurel and Hardy moving the
Oh, yeah,
piano.
you would bring it up, wouldn't you?
It was funny when the piano would bump down the hill and they had to start all over.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yes. Well, we certainly are enjoying the music today. It's quite a wide variety. You got country, you got 40s music. And my gosh, I heard a 50s Runaround Sue.
Yeah.
And just really enjoying it all the way around. Tell me a little bit about the band members here and things that are new and different and where you're playing and that kind of thing.
Well, I don't know how much is new or different. You know, Jeff down on the far end has been with me for many, many years. I think maybe 30. I don't know if it's been 30 years. Well, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. So we appreciate Jeff. Ian is relatively new in the band, a couple of years that he's been with it, and he plays a great saxophone, so we love having him with us.
Yes.
You bet. And, of course, Mr. Johnson in the back row. He's been, gosh, Carrie, you've been with me 10 years or maybe more, at least. I think so, too. Yeah. And we play all over the place. You have to go online and look, where we're at because we're just all over. If you're in Florida in the winter, I'm down there, mostly in the southwestern part of the state, but I play in the villages and in Naples and Fort Myers, Fort Lauderdale, so all over.
Well, I'm going to ask a question of Jeff here. Now, when you first met Rod, were you like buddies from high school, or how did you meet up with Rod?
I never knew him before. Really? No, he hired me, and then I took the place of somebody else, and then I remained. So I've been here for, 40, 50 years, I can't remember.
At the time, were you in another band also?
I've always been in a band. Yeah, since high school, actually, a junior in high school. I joined my first band, and then I played ever since.
Okay, great. And Ian, did you start out, he found you on the street and let you be in the band, or how did that start out?
Found me on the street is about right. No, he had another musician lined up for a gig a couple years ago who ended up needing a sub, and just like Jeff, he called me up, asked me to stay, and I stuck. And yeah, that's all there is to it.
Well, that's a testament to your talent right there. He knew we had a good one on the line there. Well, Rod, tell us a little bit about how people can get a hold of the band, so if they need to book the band and that kind of thing.
Well, my website's where you got to go, www.rodcerar.com. It's on the screen, and you can obviously, of course, call me as well. And we're booked kind of all over the place. Our falls are especially busy because of the Oktoberfest things and a lot of church festivals and that kind of thing. And so, yeah, we'd love to help you out if you need a band.
That's great. Well, let's have a huge round of applause for the Rod Cerar Orchestra. And we'll get back to the music with a song called...
Yes. The next song is a beautiful waltz from Rod's Polka Time Is Here CD, and it's called Over 3 Hills. Let's dance.
1, 2.
Well, if you'd like to catch Polka Spotlight on demand, you can go to the ccxmedia.org website and just put in the name Polka in the search bar, and you'll be able to find many different episodes of our show on demand right there.
Yes, a polka marathon. Gotta love it. Yes. Want to give a quick shout out to my great nephew, Drake Holmberg. He just celebrated his 15th birthday on May 7th. Got to see him last night up in Albany, Minnesota, where he played baseball. He's an avid hockey goalie. And get this, those skills are transferable to playing catcher. Good eye-hand coordination. So shout out to you, Drake. Keep it going.
And our next song is another great Polish-style polka, the third one in this show here. It's If I Should Wander Back to You.
2, 3.
If I should wander back to you tonight, be waiting. Will your eyes be filled with love so tender light? Will your arms be empty, dear? Will you thrill to find me here? Will you love me if I wander back tonight? For many years I've been rolling stone, my darling. Like a gypsy I have roamed from place to place. Fortune never seemed to me, but how happy I would be just to look again upon your smiling face. If I should wander back to you, will you be waiting? Will your eyes be filled with love so tender light? Will your arms be empty, dear? Will you thrill to find me here? Will you love me if I wander back tonight? Oh yeah! I can dream that you and I were back together. I held you so gently in my own. Heard you say we'd never part, then I pressed it to my heart. I woke up just to find myself alone. For if I should wander back to you tonight, be waiting. Will your eyes be filled with love so tender light? Will your arms be empty, dear? Will you thrill to find me here? Will you love me if I wander back tonight? Oh yeah. If I wander back, will you love me again tonight? Hey!
All right, if this was in Jeopardy format, I'll give you a clue here.
Okay.
This composer, wrote a song called Perfidia in 1940, a great rumba and a hit.
Who is Xavier? I don't know his last name.
You were right. Who is Xavier Cugat?
There you go. Okay, very good. Do I win $100,000 now?
No, I wish. No money on this show.
All right. I just wanted to give you some feedback. Folks have written into us and they've said, please keep Polka Spotlight on the air. It is the best show on TV. And I know that, you know what, life can be hard sometimes, but Polka Spotlight is a great escape. So let's keep doing it.
Yeah, we hope that we're putting a smile on your face every day. And next is Perfidia. Here we go. Well, Polka Spotlight is live streamed every day at noon Central Time on mcn6.org. Just click there, and you'll be able to catch the show wherever you are in the world and see what show is playing that day.
Okay, here's a joke for you. See that woman over there?
Which one?
She's been married 4 times.
That one over there?
Once to a millionaire, then once to an actor, then a minister, and last to an undertaker. She's like, I know, 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go.
There you go. Very good. Pum. I like that one. And this next song is Life in the Finnish Woods for all our Finnish viewers. Here we go.
1, 2.
Well, folks, can you believe it? We have come to the end of our show. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you so much for being here on this sunny day in May. We appreciate it. And folks, thanks for tuning in at home, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We appreciate you tuning in.
Yes, and we'd like to say thank you to all our veterans and their family members for their sacrifices and all you've done for our freedoms.
Absolutely. And also to John Balajic. He was the one who started this all over 25 years ago. And we just want to say thank you, John. This is your legacy. We are so grateful that you had this brainchild all those years ago.
Yes. And I'll never forget when he came to us, he says, "I make you famous." I'm like,
Okay.
I thought it was just going to be her as the host of the show, and then I get roped
Yeah,
in.
I'm like, I'm not doing this alone.
So here we are, about 15 years later.
That's right.
And thank you, Rod, for being
Yes,
here
give it up
today.
for Rod Cerar
Yes.
Orchestra.
One big round of applause for the Rod Cerar Orchestra. Take a bow.
And we are going to go out with a great tune, very familiar tune from 1942 that became a big hit for the Andrews Sisters and also Frankie Yankovic. So the song is Pennsylvania Polka. God bless you all.
Strike up the music, the band has begun. Pennsylvania polka. Pick out your partner and join in the fun. The Pennsylvania polka, which started in Scranton, is now number one. It's bound to entertain ya. Everybody has the mania to do the polka from Pennsylvania. While they're dancing, everybody cares go quickly gone. Sweet romancing, this goes on and on until the dawn. So carefree, gay with laughter, happy as can be. They stop to have a beer and the crowd begins to cheer. They kiss and then they start to dance again. Oh yeah. While we're dancing, everybody's cares are quickly gone. Sweet romancing, this goes on and on until the dawn.